Is Santa a pedophile? Coming up.
The following program is rated A for adolescent. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to A Waste of Time. I'm your host, Maine's adolescent television program, written and produced by adolescents, people that are cooler than you. I'm Warren. I'm Warren, and on today's program, how to manipulate your parents to get you a new phone, or anything for that matter. Also, TV shows The Office, in adolescent perspective. Plus, 2 new sponsors, plus the holidays
are upon us.
They are upon us. This is the holiday season. Joining us to talk about holidays and if Santa is truly a pedophile, we have Wyatt Shapiro and Billy Shapiro. Sorry, and Billy McVeigh.
Santa touched me.
Okay,
let's forget. This is getting deep. All right, so what should we start with? I feel like we should let it in like a little bit slower. So I have a big question for you guys. This has been debated everywhere forever. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I think it is.
Okay, if you don't know, Die Hard is about a New York cop who goes to Los Angeles to see his wife, but then the Christmas party he goes to with his wife at her work gets hijacked by terrorists. But it's a Christmas party, meaning it's a Christmas movie.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
I've seen the movie. Honestly, I feel it's more of an action movie than a Christmas movie.
It can be both.
But there is no actual Christmas elements.
Yeah, there are. Remember the
Name one Christmas element.
The dude he kills, and he writes, ho, 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 now I have the gun. And then it's a whole Christmas party. That's the entire reason. If people consider Home Alone a Christmas movie just because there are Christmas lights in it, like that's basically the only reason that Home Alone is considered a Christmas movie, then Die Hard should be more. Die Hard has more Christmas elements. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Speaking of Christmas, have you ever seen the Santa Claus? I just like to point out that that movie is...
It's trash.
Really weird.
It's trash. Yes, Billy.
I would like to agree with Wyatt because if Home Alone wasn't like Christmas themed, it
was barely Christmas themed.
It was barely.
They're like Christmas lights, and then everybody's like, oh, it's a Christmas movie. And then Die Hard, they go to a holiday party. Everybody they talk about Christmas the first hour of the movie. They kill people, and then it talks about Christmas after they kill people. And then it's like, no, that's not a Christmas movie. The one movie with Christmas lights is totally a Christmas movie.
I think they considered Home Alone a Christmas movie because on the DVD box it was like Christmas lights on it, and on Die Hard one there wasn't really, and
yeah, I don't think the box should.
Let's talk about what we're actually talking here about. Is Santa a pedophile?
I think he is.
Now, I actually have a story behind this. When I was younger, I was actually very scared of Santa. This is like a real thing. I was very scared of a grown man climbing down my chimney in the middle of the night. That freaked me out. I was actually seriously scared of Santa.
I want him to, yeah, he's...
And as I grew up, I was like, is Santa like a pedophile?
Yeah, there are a lot of childhood, characters and people and stuff that are definite. Like Peter Pan, that dude gives people fairy dust and then brings them to Neverland. I think we all know what's happening there.
Dope man with no windows.
It's drugs. He does things to them.
Sorry about that. The audio people are probably
same with the Easter Bunny. He goes to people's houses and hides eggs everywhere.
Well, what do you think the eggs are?
Cocaine.
Should they just cocaine? That's just what they are. They're just made out of cocaine.
It's pure cocaine.
Okay then.
All right.
Well then.
But I mean, Santa, he comes down your chimney. He's, what is he doing? He's making children happy so that he can do things, terrible things.
He's watching you. He's basically always
He's
watching
always
you.
watching. He knows what's going on.
He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. You know?
Honestly, like, I'd rather not have someone watching me at all times. Like, I would give up all my Christmas presents just for Santa not to,
Not to come.
not to come.
Sorry. But yeah, both of you raise a very good point. Both the Easter Bunny, though Peter Pan technically is not like a thing. Well, not a thing, but he's technically doesn't have his own holiday.
That's true, but
Besides, actually, very
they're
interesting.
both beloved childhood characters.
Very interesting, Leo.
I mean, not characters.
This is actually the second time we're shooting episode 3. The first time was actually on Halloween.
It was great.
Big story about that. Big story.
Yeah,
We'll talk
I had
about that
a
later.
cage mask, and then my freaking dog ate it.
Shush.
It was like,
But I was actually going to talk about the fact that Halloween is the only holiday where children are encouraged to take candy from strangers.
yeah, but
I think.
What do we tell children? Don't take candy from strangers. Yet Halloween encourages this. And then Santa's a pedophile.
yeah.
Tops it all off.
Okay, guys. So, what are your Christmas lists? Wow, this is just a jumble of crap.
I don't really want anything. The main thing I want is a Xbox controller charger because I don't want to spend any money on batteries anymore.
All I want is antidepressant pills.
Same. Same.
Put the mic down. Stop
No.
plugged
No.
in. Put it down, Warren. You're grounded, young man.
What a real mic.
What a real mic. These mics are totally working and plugged in.
This is
No, put that down, Billy.
okay.
Put it. Wait, why didn't we put that away?
I don't know.
Nolan, get it.
Yeah,
on
Nolan,
set, get it,
right
Nolan.
now,
Get
boy.
one.
Get out,
Good
slave.
boy.
We don't have slaves.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Okay, so, very interesting discussion about if Santa's a pedophile. Before we wrap this all up, what are your final thoughts about the holiday season?
I
love
love
it,
it.
yeah.
It's a good time to get with family. Have family, get some free money.
It's a little weird. You get crap, you get money. It's great.
I
And
thought
I
that
just
there was
love all
something
the
over
the
there,
music.
and I got
Okay,
really
speaking
scared.
of, dude,
Santa.
a lot of
I thought
Christmas
something
music.
was over there. I'm like,
A lot of Christmas music is doo.
it is actually.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle
bell
bell
rock.
Out. I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican, and so my Christmas is pretty much a bunch of randomness.
Yeah. My house during the holidays is a little odd because we're Jewish, so we do Hanukkah and Christmas, and I don't get like a normal amount of presents for both. I get like a little bit less for each, but it's mostly Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Like we had like a Christmas cup party the other week. Where we ate sugar cookies and latkes.
Okay, I'm big, so we have to wrap this up. So thank you, Wyatt and Billy, for talking about the holiday season, and if
It's for epic gamers.
exactly, and if Santa is a pedophile. We're gonna next after this, we'll be talking about The Office, but first, the Goochuses.
My name is David, and
Becca!
Josh Greenfield is a freaky eater.
Becca, where's the TV remote?
8-year-old Josh eats
I wanna watch
pizza 3 meals
InfoWars.
a day. Good stuff. A
Becca!
total of 1,800 pounds every single year. 80 times more than the average person. Says consumption is restrictions. It's got me
Really violated that Patricia would do that to me. Like, doesn't she know that I have been scared of pillows since I was 5?
I'm Patricia, and like, I hate Becca right now. She like lost the remote, and now I can't watch my InfoWars. I need my InfoWars to survive. You know, filming?
I think I'm the father of that thing. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the test results. I don't know. I don't know. Is that my mom out there? Gina, she's son.
My InfoWars!
Maybe we could call the remote from our phones.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. When you have your
Oh my god, I think I found it. Guys, it's so on. Let me... I think... What does it mean? Oh my god, yes!
Wait.
Yes!
Wait, I know where to look. Nope, not there.
I think I might have found it.
There's like a code underneath the picture.
Is this a remote?
Hello?
I can't tell.
You didn't find the remote?
I just found my old phone from my 20 something. That has a lot of buttons on it. I think battery powered too.
But we're going through family therapy, so we're all gonna be good.
And people watch this? Why?
So maybe there's a lesson at the end, or there's a point to it? No? Okay.
Get a life, pal. Someday you're gonna be older and have a family and children and a job and a future.
Don't they have anything better to do? I don't understand why you would spend all this time doing these. But then a lot of these new things don't make any sense to me.
We're back. Welcome back to A Waste of Time. I hope you enjoyed that. It took us a long time to do that, so hope you enjoyed it. Today, well, for the second segment for today, we're going to be talking about The Office, and I'm joined with two very special guests.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
This is Aiden. He's actually our floor director, who's usually behind camera one, the camera that you were just looking at. Very talented, but if you see any camera shake or anything bad about the cameras, it's Aiden's fault.
Oh,
so blame it on him.
110 billion%.
Exactly. This is Rosie. You know her.
Hi.
Hi,
I was
Rosie.
starring in the Goochises as the person who lost the remote.
You can be quiet. No one likes you.
Nobody likes you.
The Office is an American mockumentary that aired for 9 seasons on NBC. It's about the employees of a paper company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. It now has many adolescent fans binge watching the sitcom on Netflix. We have one right here.
Yep.
Did you binge watch it?
Yes.
I binge watched it 3 times.
Yes, I even watched it like 4 times.
I feel sad. I only binge watched it twice.
That's so sad. And you need to binge watch it more. But so, right off the bat, I want to ask you guys, out of the entire series, who are your favorite characters?
Gotta be either Dwight or Andy.
See, I always found Andy really annoying. I mean,
Well,
I obviously like Michael because, you know, he's kind of the star of the show.
yeah. The ending where
I
Michael
like
went away made me
Dwight,
cry.
Jim, and Pam. They're kind of like the center points of the show. But I also really liked Creed. Creed was so funny. He just do the most random things.
Creed was like that background guy where you don't hear a lot, but he's like kind of important to it, but like not really.
My favorite character has to be Creed by far.
I gotta say.
Creed and Dwight, they're tied. I liked Creed, I liked Dwight. I like Creed more than Dwight, though.
When I first started watching the show, I got really annoyed by Dwight, and I was like, I hate Dwight so much, and then I like learned to love Dwight. He was like my favorite. But was I the only one that actually shedded tears when Michael left?
I did.
I started
cried.
crying.
I
And I was crying happy tears when he proposed to Holly.
I didn't cry then.
I got really happy.
But here's another question. Actually, no. Here's a fun fact. You know Mose from the show, Dwight's cousin? Mose actually created Parks and Recreations and The Good Place.
He didn't?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
The actor Mose created Parks and Recreations and The Good Place. Arguably some of the best shows ever.
True. I guess you could argue that any show would be the best show
Have you seen
ever.
The Good Place?
No.
You need to watch
You need
it.
to see The Good Place.
It is on Amazon. Well, you have to pay for it, but it's on
Netflix too.
Yes. Whatever.
Then just watch it
Wyatt,
on
be
Netflix.
quiet. Thank you.
I have an interesting story. So, yesterday, we were at a museum on a field trip, right? It was the Arctic Museum in Bowdoin College, right?
Oh.
And you had Perry and McAllen. I don't forget his last name. But there was a painting of him, and he looked almost identical. The first thing I thought when I saw him was, wow, he looks like Steve Carell. He looks exactly like Michael from The Office.
Wow.
It was kind of weird. And then I pointed it out, and now the other employees were like,
They were like, whoa, I never seen that before. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. Final
maybe it's
question.
life imitating art.
We should do stuff like that. The Christmas tree. I thought it just moved. Whatever. Here's another question for you guys. What is your favorite season of the show?
I gotta say either second. I don't know. I like the
And
very
actually,
beginning.
why do you like that season?
I like the very beginning because it's like you're getting to know all the characters, and that's where the most like action is. But I also really like the 6th season because isn't that where Pam and Jim officially get married and the snowball fight and stuff?
The 6th season is really good. Wyatt, what do you
I
want?
like the 6th
Wyatt, you can talk
season.
to us.
You spoiled it.
Why? Why did we spoil it?
Well,
It's been out for years.
spoilers,
If you haven't
okay?
seen it now, you probably aren't going to. So
Wyatt's gonna do whatever. My favorite season actually is probably the 6th season. I did like the finale though.
yeah, the
I
finale,
The finale was good.
But the
I won't
9th
spoil
season in
it. I won't
general-
spoil it.
Okay,
the finale
finales-
was good, but the 9th season in a whole was not very good. The finale was probably really good.
Yeah, I kind of liked seasons like 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then it just started to go downhill. And seasons 1 and 2 were kind of like.
I liked Robert California.
Oh, Robert California was
California.
great.
Was this like creep of a guy who took over? He was like so weird. He took
the
over
CEO's
Saber.
job.
Yeah, he convinced the CEO of Saber, which is part of Dunder Mifflin, to quit her job.
The actual actor, I forget his name, but he's actually a really talented actor.
He
He's
is
been in a
really
bunch
good.
of stuff.
He was like the creepy guy.
He's in a show called The Blacklist, which I actually watched. It's an okay show. The only good actor is him, though. That's the only good actor. Is just him. He plays like this big criminal guy who has like this criminal empire and then surrenders to the FBI
Okay, I can see that.
for all this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
That's
That's
good.
really
Did
good.
he play Ultron in the second Avengers movie?
He must.
Yeah.
Because he is a really impressive actor.
Yeah.
But yeah. What is that? 30 seconds?
30
Wrap it up?
seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
And
know.
I'm the only one that gets really depressed when I see that there's only like one season left. Like for me, the finales are my least favorite part because like
I like the
it's
finale.
ending. I don't want it to end.
But the
Just
finales
go.
are good though.
And people are saying we should have a rerun and we should
Yeah.
do it again. Like
Yeah,
no, it'd be
let's
too much
bring
of
The
a
Office back.
hassle.
Yeah. Okay.
Today's generation would be too offended by it.
Probably. Okay, we got to wrap this up. The next conversation is going to be about how to get your parents to buy you things. So I want to thank Aiden for getting up behind the camera and doing something, and Rosie for coming on down from the soundboard up there. Now a message. Oh, this camera. Now a message from one of our sponsors, Anna Troilo.
Hey, we gotta check this out. Battery steel.
What's that?
It's this old wharf fort out there. It's abandoned now, but I mean, some of it's still there.
Oh man, that butthole really stings.
Maybe you need Anusol.
What's Anusol?
Anusol is the only hemorrhoid solution that turns your hemorrhoids into hope.
Wow, how does it work?
Like this.
Wow.
It works every time.
Wow, my butthole feels great already. Thanks, Anusol.
No problem.
Anusol turned my hemorrhoids into hope. Before I found Anusol, my butthole was in constant agony. Then I took Anusol, and my hemorrhoids turned to hope. Thanks, Anusol.
Just a few days ago, it felt like a bear was mauling my butthole every time I sat down. But thanks to Anusol, it turned my hemorrhoids into hope. Anusol contains herpes, hemorrhoids, chloroform, and bleach, and is not fit for consumption anyone younger or older than 50.
Ask your doctor if Anusol is right for you. Now we're gonna wrap this program up with how to get your parents to buy you a new phone. Let me introduce my fellow parental manipulators, Elijah and Rosie.
Hello.
Hey guys. So I think I have a pretty crazy story about how I got my first phone. So I think my mom is a pretty great mom, but she screws up like a lot of parents sometimes. So about 2 years ago, I missed the bus from school because I'm dumb.
Yeah, you
and
are.
so shut up. And so my mom had to come pick me up. So I walked out there. I threw my phone in the back. I mean
Your
sorry.
phone.
We were talking about phones. It was on my mind. Yeah, I threw my backpack in the back of the car. And then she just drove away because she thought I was in the back of the car. And she got all the way home before she realized that I wasn't in the car. And so she was so scared. I felt really bad. She was really scared.
And then what did you think she wanted you to do?
Yeah, so she agreed to get me a phone for my birthday.
Didn't you start like walking home because you thought it was like a
Yeah, I thought it was a test.
She wants me to be
For some reason, I thought she was testing me or something. So I started walking home, and then my mom saw me on the road. And for some reason, I didn't think to like go into the school office and be like, my dumbass mom. Oh, sorry, I just didn't. My dumb mom left me. No offense, Mom, I love you. You're very perfect.
Your mom's actually outside of the door. I saw her.
Crap. I love you, Mom.
Okay, the reason I got my phone, I originally had an iPad, but of course, like, you can't just lug an iPad around with you, right?
Oh, I have to lug an iPad around. It's only about half a pound. Not even.
And so my dad I begged him and begged him and begged him, and finally he got me his old 5. And then the 5 actually was way worse than my iPad was, and my iPad couldn't even type, really. And whenever you try to text someone, you'd have to like really hard, and it was, ugh. And then I ended up buying, if you guys can't get your parents to buy you something, make sure you raise enough money, birthday money, whatever, chore money or whatever, to get your own phone, because that's what I did. Because I raised up enough money, like $400, and I ended up buying my 6. How do you think you should manipulate your parents?
Okay, so I am not, I don't like spending a lot of money, but the way I got, so here's a pretty reliable method of, what are you looking at? Here's a pretty reliable method of, to get your parents to get you something. So, for example, say your parents have like an old phone, say they have like a 5 or a 6, which is not
iPhone 5 or a 6. There are a lot of phones.
Yeah, exactly. That's like 4 phones behind.
No,
so
you
tell them.
Say like an iPhone 5 or 6. You can't just say a 5 or 6.
I said iPhone 5 or 6.
No, you just said 5 or 6, and then
I said iPhone.
Right, no.
Okay, let's keep move on. Anyway, so you have to convince them that they need to upgrade because there's like some new virus or something that's out for iPhones, even though they can't get viruses.
What? No, you.
Wait, why would you convince them to get a virus and give it to you?
No, okay, just convince them to upgrade.
But they wouldn't give you the phone if it had a virus, Elijah.
Yeah.
No,
just say they need to upgrade.
You didn't let me finish.
You're
not
gonna
let
blow
me
out
finish.
the mic.
I will. I don't care. Okay, so you have to convince them that they need to upgrade for whatever reason. Like it's the new one's just a lot better, or for some.
Guys,
or
gotta wrap
it's
it
just,
up.
Okay, but it's just better, or there's like for safety improvements. But anyway, that's the way I got mine. I'm like, hey, you should get a new phone, and then Dad's like, okay, here's my phone.
3 more
That
minutes.
does
I got an
work.
iPhone
Oh, and
6S.
also making your parents feel bad always works.
Yes.
Yesterday, I wanted to. So there's a new kid at my school who's cool, and I was gonna play Destiny with him, but I'd already played Fortnite for a long time. I'd already played video games for a long time, so I wasn't sure my mom was gonna let me. But I manipulated her by saying that he didn't have a lot of friends, which is not true. He has a lot of friends already, but. By telling her that, she felt bad for him, so she let me play for as long as I wanted.
Yeah.
It was great.
And if you say like, hey, I have a new friend at school, but like I don't know how to talk to her because I don't have a phone or something.
She's like,
Socialize
yeah, but
with
your
her in
parents aren't gonna
school.
spend that much
Yeah, but
money
like
just
I'll do it
because
on the weekend.
What if your parents get you a ladybug or something?
Well, that's doo-doo. You can't even text on that though, and you can't call anybody other than like yourself and your home. And
Why would you call yourself?
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant like you can't call anybody other than like the police in your house. What if you accidentally hit the police button? There are only 2 buttons on that. Like, what if you what if you like drop it and it like hits a table and like the 911 button gets hit?
Ooh, would you get in trouble?
Just tell them it was a misclick. I'm sorry, just don't come.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. But like, you have 3 ways: making your parent feel bad, getting your own, begging, and negotiating.
That's 4.
4. What?
Mercy, you can't count.
I don't.
Nice math. Nice math, bro.
Oh my god.
We're professionals. We obviously know what we're talking
We know
about.
what we're doing.
So, stop flossing.
But
in
it's
your chair.
cool. It's trendy.
It's not trendy.
Also, you
know
need
what's trendy?
the latest.
Manipulating your parents.
Oh, tell them that to stay hip, because if your parents concerned about you for some reason, like, and they want to know like what everything on the internet means, you got to tell them that they need to upgrade to stay hip and with the times and
no.
be a rad
They don't
cool
care.
brother.
My parents literally don't care at all.
Okay, well, you taught your parents to
My
dab.
mom had like a 10-year-old phone for like a long
You taught your parents to
Yeah,
dab.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
that's all the time we have for now. Special thanks to the Portland Media Center for making this program possible. If you want to contribute to the show and help us out, get in touch. Email us or something. Peace out, nerds.
Dab on the haters.